Hi, I'm Roniece Weaver. Welcome to Hebni Nutrition's Kitchen. Today we have a special treat for you. We're going to show you how to make a butternut squash recipe. Get your pen and paper ready and come right back, and we're going to show you how to do this demo real quick. See you soon. So today we're talking about butternut squash. This is an unusual squash that we're going to prepare for you today. It is loaded with a lot of good stuff. Vitamin A, vitamin C, lots of fiber, and this deep orange color gives you manganese and magnesium, but more importantly, the vitamin A that we need in our food every day. The butternut squash has this deep orange flavor. So what can you do with it? You could roast it, you could put it in a soup, or you could cook it stovetop, but it is really a great recipe to have as a side dish, especially during the winter months. We call this our winter vegetable. So we're going to show you how to make this real quick today. One of my favorite recipes is butternut squash soup with a little bit of pumpkin puree added to it. So we got 2 squashes that are going on in our recipe today. So follow along with me. So for time's sake, we want to make sure we get all these ingredients in for you. So we've already put the squash in the pot and brought it to a boil, and we want to cook it until it's fork tender. Now you do want to take the squash and peel it and dice it, but you know I'm a little lazy, so I bought it already packaged and cut up in cubes. So I only have about 1.5 pounds of squash in this pot, and I added water to it, and I cover it up and add chicken base to it. All right, in our pot we already have our butternut squash that's already fork tender, but we have to add our flavor to it. So we're going to add about 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon to this recipe. I like to cook it all at the same time together to get all these flavors to blend in together. It really smells like a warm winter home when you cook this recipe. So when you boil your squash, make sure you add all of the ingredients together except for the milk. Now we got to add a little bit of sweetness to it. We're going to add maple syrup, and we're adding chicken base to it as well. Not salt, but a low sodium chicken base. That's where our flavor is going to come from. And we're going to make sure we mix all of this together. And as soon as it becomes fork tender, we want to take our hand wand and emulsify it through the hand blender. Now, if you don't have a hand wand like this, you can also put it in your blender. So to make this soup smooth, we gotta put the hand wand down in here. And we're gonna make it smooth. We don't want any lumps. Now, if you don't have a hand wand like this, you can also put it in your blender. So to make this soup smooth, we gotta put the hand wand down in here. And now that I've gotten the consistency that I want, it's real smooth. I don't see any lumps in here. We're going to add our low-fat margarine. Make sure it's trans-free. We're going to add some brown sugar for flavor. And we're going to add another ingredient, which is pumpkin, pureed pumpkin. Not pureed pumpkin pie mix, but just pureed pumpkin. And we're going to stir this up. And we probably need to make this smooth one more time. Now, all my ingredients are in this pot, and they're blended, and they're extremely smooth. I have no lumps. So we got to finish it off with some fat-free 1/2. We just pour it right on in, and that's about 1/4 cup, and that'll give it a lighter finish to it, but it smooths it out and makes it have that real creamy finish to it that we want. Now that we have it all plated, you want to remember portion is essential to having the right amount of soup in your bowl. This is about 1 cup. It's about 150 calories for your recipe. You want to also serve it with either whole grain crackers or whole grain bread, and have a side salad with it. It's filling, it'll fill you up, and it's great on a winter day. Enjoy.